Good Wednesday morning and welcome to Poppy's Workshop. It is Wednesday. No, wait. I forgot what day it is. Oh, my heavens. It is Thursday, I think, the 20th of June. I think I got that right. So this is kind of I guess you can call it a special um, thing going on today. Um, I am taking 5 days off in the workshop, and let's see, I'm just trying to get some music going for my headphones. So let's see, I think 80s music will do fine. Okay, so we'll do that, get that all set. So you might notice that my camera here is a little bit clearer. Yay! So I bought, let me get the light down just a little bit. There we go. I think that works. I just bought an Anchor camera. It was just under $50, a webcam. And this is their 2K version. They have one that's a 4K that is $99. But I figured, hey, I'm gonna give this a try. And it has auto light correction and all that groovy stuff. So now I have a sharp picture on the workbench. The only disadvantage of this, I have to use their software, and I only have 3 settings for the magnification. So this is the closest one, and there's some that are further back. But the way that I have it on a boom on my media / parts cart. On top is my laptop and everything like that. So we're going to talk about all this stuff in detail come Saturday, I think. Or maybe, I'm not sure. But these are a couple more Christmas designs that I will be doing. This is Volker Arnold, German from Dresden, if I remember correctly. I really like doing his work. It's quite detailed, but nice story behind them, and historical. What do you want to call it? German Christmas. So these are going to be used for the Christmas Bazaar for NATO. That'll be coming up in December. So I'm just trying to get some stuff done early. But what I'll be doing is this will be double stack. So I'll be cutting 2 of these out. Now, even though I have a duplicate here, I'm only going to be cutting out the perimeter, the perimeter, as I prefer to call it, so that it'll be a backing. There'll be the 2 sides, and then I'm going to have I think it's a 1/2-inch base. I'll do a 1/2-inch base, glue it all up, and then you'll be able to drop some colored LEDs in it. I think it's going to look really cool when it's all completed. So that's that. I did want to show off the new camera and kind of go from there. Now what we are going to do is switch over to the scroll saw. And last weekend you saw me working on this. I got to get my stool up a little bit here. It ain't working too well. Anyway, so I've made a lot of progress in the last couple days. So you can see it there. And not too bad. Actually, I got to change this blade out. I've been using a number 1 blade on some of the smaller, let me get my pointer here, some of the smaller areas. And then up here, let's see, yeah, I use spirals for here. But mainly I've been using 3 and 5, number 3, number 5 blades. So let me see, I'm running out of number 3s. Now, being that this is a double stack, 2 1/2-inchers, total 1 inch, let me zoom out just a little bit here. There we go. I'll stay out for a little bit here. Yeah. So, being that it's 1,000 Janka and it is mahogany, it has been wearing the blades out quite quickly, unfortunately. Mainly because of all the tight turns and everything. I think it's more heat damage than anything else. You know, the blades get quite hot on some of these turns, and I've tried to adjust a little bit how that works, how I do my turns by backing off a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how this progresses. I will, when I do the outside, I think that's pretty much out of the way. When I do the outside, I will be using a number 7. So right now I've got a number 3 that I'm going to do the final 2 cuts with. Final 3. So I've got to finish this cut here. And of course this one, whoops, let me get this up a little bit here and over. And this one here, and then of course these 2 here. One of the things I did do in the bottom is, I don't know if you can see that. Let me dim the light just a little bit here. Let's get that up a little bit higher. Okay. So what I did, you'll see this pencil line here, is I'm going to make this base just a little bit thicker. My intention is, I got to figure it out, well, I may have to do it by hand, is I am going, oh, you can't quite see it. So I'm going to drill a hole only part way, because what I'm going to do is place a dowel in, so that'll be my index and give me a little bit more strength when I put this to the base. If I decide not to do that, then I'm just going to use a screw, and being that I'm going to use a 3/4 inch base, I'll drill it in, and well, I forgot what the term was, where you make the triangular cut for the head of the screw. Countersink, yeah. So I'll countersink it. So it'll go into there, but I don't know if that's going to be enough bite. Whereas if I put a 1/4 inch or maybe 3/8, no, I think 1/4 inch dowel up to there will give me the strength that I need for that. It'll be glued, but I did want to add a little bit more strength to that. Let's see, did I already do the sides? Yes, I did. Okay, so let me finish this cut here, right over here, and then I think I'm going to do this one. I know what's going to happen. I think I'll do this third, because by the time I finish this, the blade's going to start wearing, and it'll start drifting a little bit more. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm not going to be talking much today while I'm on the scroll saw. I'm going to put my noise canceling headphones on. I've got 80s on 8 playing, and I'm just going to have a leisurely day, and if I see anybody pop on, I'll say hello to you. So I'm going to turn on all kinds of equipment here, and just have to turn the air conditioning on as well. Change of plans. Alright, this is doing weird stuff. I shouldn't have drilled that there. I probably should have gone over there more. So that's something to remember when you're drilling holes. Don't just place them in the middle. Place them where it would be the most logical to start and finish. So if I put it over there, I prefer to cut with the waste wood to the right. But in this case, I think I'm going to do the long cut. I'm going to do this. The blade is already acting weird. Wow. Look at this. Look how much I'm turning. Yeah, I am struggling with this. Holy moly. Thankfully, this line is not super critical in terms of being straight. Wow, this blade is acting up. Wow. Yeah, something is, look at that, I can't even back out. Yeah, something is really weird here. I can't even backtrack the old line. Wow. This just might be one of those blades. Yeah, this blade is acting really weird. I'm going to abandon this blade. I might have just screwed up or something. Alright, 3-5. Let's go to a 5. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and just abandon a blade if it's not working right. Yes. Wow, what the heck? Even the hole's not lining up right. All right. All right, I guess it cut it underneath, but not on top. Weird. Wow. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna re-drill that. All right. This is so I switched to a number 5, which for this type of wood actually makes more sense. All right, I gotta move my magnifying glass, give myself some more room on the right. Of course it doesn't want to go in. Something's not right. This is... I'm gonna tighten up the tension a little bit here. So the blade's acting a little bit weird. A disadvantage of the 30-inch Pegasus is I have to get up to adjust the tension. I mean, it holds the tension really well, but for some reason today, things are just acting wonky. This is a new number 5 Flying Dutchman. I've slowed the blade down, trying to keep it cooler, because heat is the enemy of the blade. Let's see how, let me zoom in a little bit here. Alright, come on. There we go. I think now you can see that a little bit better. I'm not sure if there's something underneath this. Yeah. Yeah, I will probably never do another double stack of 1/2-inch mahogany. Especially for something this detailed. I have gone through at least 10 blades. Yeah, there's just some days you struggle. For a piece like this, I think Pegasus, in terms of aggressiveness and durability, would be a choice. However, I don't like the way that it finishes the edges. But it just seems to be some blades once in a while that just You want to give me fits and not snap back in front and back. Now one thing I could do, I could zip this. This may actually be faster. Let me do this. I'm going to go straight across, ignoring these little cutouts. And then once I clear the wood, the waste wood, I'll revisit these. This actually may be a faster way to do it. Keep the blade relatively cool and minimize the twisting of it. Yeah, the blade is just not very responsive. Again, I think the number 7 might have been a better choice, but not for the intricate. I'm going to do this here. Just a little nibble. I wonder if this is, sometimes, let's see, you can't really see it. Sometimes it's just little things. I mean, it could even be this. You can feel the smallest things. Let's see, let me get this light back over. You can sometimes feel the smallest things. So, I need to treat this deck with my ceramic coating. Get it, I mean, it's pretty slippery. And I want it slipperier. Alright, let's go back and revisit this. Come on. Yeah, the number 5 is usually my go-to. I have a lot of those that I purchased. And just fine for me. That's the blade I can handle the best. Nope, this is not wanting to bite. See, this made more sense where I drilled the hole here. What I try and do is where I enter the cut, would be a logical place that basically hides the seam, for lack of a better term, because you don't start and finish exactly in the same place. I think there was something underneath the wood, that very thin sliver. Generally, I don't like to go beyond 3/4 of an inch in thickness for my hardwoods. I find control gets a little bit more wonky. Plus, there's a lot more friction on the blade. Again, generating heat. But in this case, because this is such a intricate design, we're looking at 8 to 10 hours to cut this out at my speed. That I want to get 2 out of it, so I net 5 hours per, which gives me a little bit more profit margin. Now, I think the original design on this actually called for like an 1/8 of an inch, or maybe 1/4, and a solid backer behind it, so like an 1/8 inch backer that you would paint. And I didn't like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a base on this, go a little bit further out back, and I'm going to Forstner bit a little cup that takes a I think it's a 1 1/4 inch LED tea light that looks like a short stubby candle, and have that behind it. I think when it's backlit like that, even put a couple of the same candles in front to the sides, it's just a beautiful effect. Very classy looking. Here's what I'm going to do here. Since I'm already in this cut, I'll bring it to the bottom, and then I'll revisit it after. So we're going to go across again, and then revisit. Yeah, I can already tell this blade's already starting to dull. What I try and do is get my big cuts, especially the fine ones. So generally, like where I did the staffs and the legs, they are so fine. You want the sharpest blade there. So when I change blades, that's when I would do those. Hey JJE, just kind of a special day today, if you want to call it as such. Yesterday was a holiday here, and I elected to take a 5-day leave so I can spend more time in the workshop and also get a lot of work done. Man, I just about killed myself yesterday. You know, I fixed my power washer, putting in a new carburetor, and I did the back deck and the back walkways all the way out to the front. That was almost 2 hours of work. Did that a couple days ago. Well, yesterday I decided to do the driveway and then the front walkway. Well, dummy me, you know, it's 90 degrees out and I'm in direct sun, and I didn't bring any liquids out, and I was out there for 2 hours power washing, and I think I way overdid it. When I came inside, I had to mix up some electrolyte drink. I got these Gatorade powders, and I have a 40-inch tumbler. Let me see, I got one here. Wait a sec. I got these 40-inch tumblers, Wait, let me do this. Let me switch over to my new camera here at the workbench. Here we go. Good. Oh, I gotta get the light on. Okay, so I actually, I fill it with ice, but I did 2 of those and drank them down. So I'm probably getting about 30 ounces of fluid out of that. And drank 2 of those, and then I laid down and I basically passed out. I was exhausted from that. I tend to overdo things. Got stubborn, didn't stop. I get that way. So, got the driveway in front looking good. Oh, yesterday I also pickaxed part of my, not a very big part near my shed so I could plant another 1/4 pound of wildflower seeds. I'm trying to make a larger wildflower garden because it gets a little bit swampy back there when we get the heavy rains. And being in the mid-Atlantic, that's just a very common occurrence. We're going to get some thunderstorms sometime next week. And, come on, fall out. And, I'm trying to make a bit of a rain garden so that it will suck up most of the water. Oh, man. There we go. Trying to pop that out. So, there's a, oh, here I am. I forgot to switch it back. Sorry about that. Let me get back to the scroll saw. There we go. So yeah, I just finished cutting that out. Yeah, I tend to get stupid, stubborn, and coming from Western New York where we may have 2 or 3 weeks of 90-degree weather, we'll go months. Like right now this is our summer, but we're about to enter what we call the front porch of Hades, where we're going to be, 105-degree weather. So I try and do my work early in the morning outside, about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning on the weekdays. All right, I'm not getting a bite. Let me shut up for a second here. I can't get it to bite. All right, we'll nibble it. All right. But, I'm 62. Gotta learn to take it easy. Me who used to bench press 300 pounds at age 58, can't do that anymore. Yeah, I have the puffer out of the way, so some of this finer dust is getting on the line. But I decided to record today since I'd be in the workshop. Nothing special, just trying to get this piece done, this stack cut. And then you saw when I was on the workbench the Volker Arnold designs that I'm going to be starting on. So these 2 pieces, one is going to be a gift to a supporter of Poppy's workshop, and the other a gift to a friend of my wife's. The Volker Arnolds are going to be for, I'm stuck, for the NATO Christmas Bazaar. that's not until November, early December. But I wanted to get these things done, make my contacts, figure out which nation I'm going to represent. Because last year the United States did not do a table. Well, that's weird. Last year the United States did not do a table, and I am a contracted United States civilian. But I can also represent Italy, because in actuality I have what's called right of blood. Let's see. Oh, now it's green again. Okay, I guess the stream is getting kind of funky. But it's called the right of blood. I can actually become an Italian citizen if I wanted to go through the effort. So I would have dual citizenship with the United States. I'm not sure. It'd be kind of cool. But anyway, I could put these on the Italian table or the Hungarian table. That would be on my father's side of the family. But I also have Lithuanian and some German in me. Let's just see who's interested. The money raised is for orphanages in Europe. And I'm just checking the stream. But I need to pickaxe more of the garden. This is to the left of my shed. And I have a garden that I've already had for a couple years in front to the right. And now yesterday I did to the left. And I want to go left front as well. Then I'm going to add some pavers from the shed to my back walkway. Because when it rains or it's winter time, it gets a little sloppy. And I don't want that. And I also have to build a ramp. Let's see how I'm going to do this. Man, I am not having much control of the wood. So I'm just cleaning up that edge a little bit. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be on tomorrow or not. I may take a break. I glue up the pieces that I'll start definitely for Sunday's live stream. Man, I'm already talking Sunday. Yeah, because that means I got to go back to work Monday. But at least come 4th of July, I'm going to take another 4 days of leave. Things tend to slow down a little bit this time of the year. We have 33% of our military staff are rotating out. New staff doesn't come in till the end of August. And then everybody takes leave for 2 or 3 weeks. It's a European culture. They like their leave. I dug that in. Thankfully, it doesn't matter that much. Yeah. That looks good. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go new. Go back to a number 3. All right, this is the final inside cut. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to sand the back a little bit. And it looks like my connection went wonky again. So I do this once in a while to make sure that the back is perfectly smooth, so it slides behind. And yeah, I've got a crappy connection again. Sorry about the stuttering or whatever of the video. Yeah, so this is what it's looking like from the back. Let's see. Yeah, I can't get it around the blade. So I'm going to follow the same principle when it comes to these little nooky things. I'm going to avoid them and then revisit. Yeah, I'm not getting the throughput. Boy, a new blade is so much different. But they don't last for very long. So what I should have done is right about here to the right. I should have put the hole there to start. That way I would enter here, and I would immediately be able to go to this very thin part with a fresh blade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to nibble this a little bit, but I'm going to try and stay to the right of my guideline. And I'm going to angle it down a little bit. Here we go. Because I'm finding that the blade, even though I've got it set perfectly perpendicular, any flex of it is making my cut a little bit thinner, 1 inch down. Granted, it's the back, but I want to make sure that that doesn't get too thin and is really easily breakable. Let's see, am I green? Yes, I'm green again. Actually, if you look at the sheet just to the left, you'll see that I actually drilled the hole for his eye up and back from the original template hole. Yeah, I thought it was too close. What I call this dish use. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is nibble this out. Again, I'm trying to minimize the twisting of the number 3 blade that I'm using right now. This way I've got space. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the throughput. So I'm sure it's stuttering and doing weird things. Because I'm only, yeah, now I'm back up to 10K. So something's going on with the network. So now I'm working the chin, but what I'm going to do for the nose is when I get to the bottom of the nose, I'm going to exaggerate my turn a little bit, and I'm going to back out, and I'm going to nibble the underside of the nose so that I can come around, and hopefully I'll have a little bit of a nose there. And I'll do the same thing with the forehead. Obviously he's wearing some form of headgear. So I'm going to nibble that, get it to the right a little bit. I don't think I'll do that. Yeah, it seems that I'm having network issues right now. Now, I can always come back and revisit some of the facial details, because I can see where I didn't make my turns as sharp, so I can go straight in and add some details. I do that with the sheets first sometimes, because you can see the top of the sheet to the right, the lamb, that it has a lot of wiggles to it. I tried using a number 1 on some of these larger cuts, but because of the thickness, it's not as responsive as I want. say thickness and hardness. So you can see I have to exaggerate my turns. I will be glad to get this piece done. I wasn't planning on doing one this year. I got the request. I'm going to nibble this. And the idea, keep the blade as straight as possible till you get to about 30 degrees. Then you can just spin it a lot easier. Put minimal stress on the blade. Keep the friction down from the turn. That's why you see me go slow on some of the turns. I'm waiting for the blade to respond. And sometimes I actually pull back on the blade. So yeah, you watch as I turn, you'll see me stop. Just waiting for the blade. I want to see what it's going to do. Make sure I'm staying on the line. Alright, so the tail. I think I'm going to nibble that, definitely. Blade straight. There we go. I don't know if you can see when the blade slowly snaps back into position. Now, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see in the design. No, maybe a little bit too far away. Let me zoom in. There we go. Let me change the temperature of the light. That may work. So there's lots of zigzags in this. So I'm going to exaggerate to hopefully get that pattern without having to revisit it. I'm going to stop, let the blade respond, and I'm going to exaggerate. Come out a little bit. Exaggerate. Let the blade respond. Not as good as I had hoped. But it's so subtle anyway. I'm kind of pushing and pulling back to give me a little bit of a nibble. Yeah, the blade's starting to wear. Like I said, these blades have been wearing really fast with this mahogany 1-inch double stack. We're almost done with the most complicated portion. Yeah, the blade is, yeah, now it's snapped. So there's some parts of the pattern that I've elected not to cut out. Some of these small ones, you see I'm coming up to them. I mean, I could revisit it and carve a little bit there if I wanted, but I found that the risk versus the design reward wasn't worth it for me to attempt. So I've always said you've got to look at the design, look for weak points, and pieces, you know, of course I could easily break. Snap a little bit. There we go. I think I'm going to revisit that this way. I'll do the same thing as I did on the other ones. Blade's not snapping. As this blade dulls, it becomes less responsive. And again, I think part of it is the heat. You lose the temper of the blade. And that may be more than the sharpness is losing the temper. I've tried waxing the blade before. It helps for about 10 seconds. There we go. Alright, we'll get the final details of this, and then I'm going to call it a day. You know, with small cuts like this, I'm not too worried about how the blade's going to respond, since you're really doing short cuts. That doesn't want to cut. See, I think the issue here is that the blade is canting underneath. I'm going to do a spin here. I'm almost done. I'm not too worried about overheating the blade now. So I'm going to exaggerate the turn. And then we'll smooth that tune out. Alright, what am I stuck on? Just going to knock that edge off. Alright, I am on something here. There it is. Check this out. Alright, where is my finger? Golly, man. There it is. So that's what was underneath. That's how small it is. That can interfere with your cut. And that's why you gotta really become in tune with how the blade is, how it's cutting, how it's moving. Because that was like a thick thumbnail. I'm going to try and make this a little bit rounder. Last cut. Smooth it out. I think we got it. Oh wait, let me see if there's anything I want to revisit. Not too bad. Ah. I'm glad the internals are done. Revisit his face a little bit. Ever so slightly. There we go. All right, let me zoom out a little bit here. Let's get that arm out of the way. And there we go. That's what the piece looks like. What I'll be doing is I'll be doing the outside with a number 7 Ultra reverse. Let me get the air off and my headphones off. Whew, okay. Had the noise canceling headphones on. All right, so I think we're going to end it here at 1:20 something, so almost an hour and 30 on this impromptu stream. But I'm still debating over here. Let me get my pointy thing. So on this little fella here, there's a couple parts of the design where, let me zoom in a little bit here. Oh, come on, little feller, get in focus. Nope, don't want to focus. Yeah, now you can see it. Okay, I'll keep this down. So you can see that there's some call for some space between the legs. I think I'm going to do those. I'll drill a hole here and here and go in with this number 3. And I'm not sure about these to represent the hill. I closed it out. I did one last year and I was using that as a reference guide, but I don't think I drilled those out either. If anything, I may do that one, but I don't think so. I think this doesn't need that additional detail there. So, hey, thanks for liking it. Let me zoom out a little bit again. There we go. So, yeah, this, I think I've got about 8 hours into this now. I've lost track of time. Probably between 7 and 8 hours. And then I need probably about another hour and a half to do the left and right and all the way around. Now, I do have glue pretty much, let's see, here, let me see, get my finger in, it's thicker. So here I have some glue up to the top, and over here, down, I have some glue holding the two pieces of wood together. So I'm going to start at the wider base rather than the top, and I will cut going this way. So I will cut like this. So the blade is pointing this way, of course. And that way the glue portion will hold everything together. You know, I'll probably stop here. You can't see it. Wait a sec. Yeah, you can't see it, but at the peak of the tree, I will I'll work that way to the peak of the tree here, and you know, because again, this is all glued over in these areas here, and I want those to be the last part to release the patterns from one another, or the stack from one another. So I'll cut one, probably stop there, pull the blade out. What I may do is actually drill a hole here at the very peak. I think that may make more sense, so I can pull the blade out without cutting off this portion here, and leave as much connected as possible. Because usually when I do these at the base, I have more space at the base to glue, but I didn't here. I think I have some glue, very little here and here. I prefer to use glue. I really don't like taping it or anything like that because it makes the wood uneven, and it just doesn't feel right. I lose, you know, I want minimal friction when I do this as well. I want this puppy sliding on this table nice and easy. That's why I sand the back a couple strokes frequently to get rid of any jaggies, fuzzies, or whatever that's underneath. So I think that pretty much covers it for today. Debating about whether I will be doing this tomorrow or not, but definitely will be on Sunday. I still got a bit of the honeydew list to do, or the Ricky-do to do. And, you know, I got to mow the yard, I've got a pickaxe, and then plant another 1/4 pound of wildflower seed. And I still have the carpet shampooer to clean out. And then I got a large bit of my list done. So, with that, may the Lord richly bless you and make it a great day right here at Poppy's Workshop.